Hey guys, here's my trade recap for June 11th, Thursday. Lost $500, lost a 1-to-1. Kind of a forced trade. I should have just got off the charts after the two trade ideas that I missed, but ended up still looking for another entry. But I was right on trade direction. I just got stopped out, and yeah, lost in like a minute. Just unfortunate. And yeah, let's get into it. So let's talk about the first trade idea here. Coming into New York session, it's a good higher time frame. We have a 1 hour gap here. I was bullish for the day because we have a bunch of bullish PD arrays that I was expecting price to respect, and on top of that we have low resistance liquidity here on top. So we have a 1 hour here, 1 hour here, and a 15-minute here. And this 15-minute is where price manipulated after 7:30 open, right here. So yeah, let's look at 7:30. 7:30, we did manipulate into this 15-minute sweeping. No, we did not sweep this low, but ES did, so we ended up forming an SMT, which is an extra confirmation that we are good for this buy model. And on top of that, we had a beautiful setup here. We have a 1-minute IFVG, enter on the retest. Could have entered on the retest, but I don't know what happened. I was just too slow, and I ended up missing this trade, which should have been the trade of the day, and it ended up hitting our high targets right here. Yeah, and right after that we ended up heading back into our 4 hour. We ended up delivering to this 15-minute bearish gap that is sponsored by the 4 hour gap that we delivered off of yesterday's New York session. So this 15-minute is sponsored by this 4 hour, so it looked valid for shorts. When we tap into this 15-minute, which I was right about, we had our setup right here. Look for a 2-minute IFVG, which is the highest IFVG, I think, here. There's also a 3-minute, but I like looking at the 2-minute and the 1-minute. We had a 2-minute IFVG delivering off of a 15-minute, but we did not get a tap back into the IFVG, and price ended up delivering into a 5-minute gap that we just formed before the 8 a.m. open. But I was still bearish, even though we have also made a 15-minute gap here, because right after delivering lower into the 5-minute gap, we ended up making another 5-minute bearish gap. So I was looking for a continuation short like this, which ended up happening, but I got stopped out. So we tap back into the 5-minute here, as you can see right here. We tap back into the 5-minute, and I just wanted an IFVG, and I could have entered. Took a while, but I should have taken this as a red flag because of the lack of V shape right after entering off of the IFVG close of the retest of the IFVG. I just ended up getting stopped out right away, and right after that we had the trade that I wanted, which is, a delivery off of this 5-minute gap, but we did not get a clean IFVG out of it. So we had this 1 minute FVG here. But we had the worst candle close, and I could have entered if we had a candle close here. We ended up not having that candle close, so I faded the setup. And right after that, we did have a CSD. We could have had a CSD entry here, but I was looking for an IFVG today. So yeah, this could have been another good trade. Look at that delivery. Could have entered off the CSD here or the CSD here. Yeah, and could have went, dude, imagine if I entered off of here. Once we got the candle close below this low, break even. Look at that delivery. Crazy. Just unfortunate. Yeah, that's it for today.